The new Bahamas Prime Minister starts putting his cabinet together. And in sport, the West Indies captain defends the batsman who's been blamed for the Test series defeat to Pakistan. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Monday, May 15th. I'll be back with the details after the break.
The Sajiko Cahill School of Business and Management invites you to attend Navigating a Path to Growth, a risk and competitive intelligence conference at Hilton Barbados Resort on June 26th and 27th, 2017. Speakers include Global Strategy and Risk expert Dr. Andrea Schotter, Regional PwC Risk Assurance Leader Bruce Scott, Ms. Lisa Padmore, Dr. Delisle Worrell, Mr. Ian D'Souza, Professor Patrick Hossain, Professor Gillian Marcel, and many others. For more information, call 246-424-7731 or visit www.uwichsb.org. Secure your space today.
Now, one of the things, we've spoke before, and one of the things we're talking about is the vulnerability and just being yourself. Why do you think fans are attracted to that for you?
I think that you just can't fake authenticity. And there's something about when a person is original, authentic, where you can see a piece of yourself in them. And most of the times, that's what we're here to do, to be a reflection, not just of our own experience, but of life, the whole life experience. And I think that people grab on a piece of that when you make them feel understood.
Deputy Prime Minister and Attorney General are in place, and Prime Minister Dr. Herbert Minnis is expected to reveal the rest of his 16-member cabinet later today. He said his new ministers will be a blend of experience and new talent. Minnis's deputy and Minister of Finance is Peter Turnquest. It's the first time a Prime Minister of the Bahamas has not taken on the role of Minister of Finance. And the new Attorney General is Carl Bethel, who will serve as leader of government business in the Senate. Minnis said the appointments were the beginning of the formation of the people's government. He said transparency and accountability were often absent during the past 5 years of the Progressive Liberal Party rule, but promised it would be restored under his administration.
The government will adhere to the Constitution and to the 2010 Financial Administration and Audit Act. We will adhere to other relevant laws and best practices of financial administration. We will also improve the administration of public finances through legislation and regulatory reform and modernization.
Prime Minister Minnis added that his government would ensure the public treasury is used for the public good rather than directed toward private interests. Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown has scrapped a plan to allow the construction of a gun assembling plant on the island. The announcement came just hours after the Prime Minister called Observer Radio confirming that the plan was going ahead and that all of the guns manufactured would be for export. Now, following mounting criticism from the public, Brown called back into the radio station to say that the cabinet had not made a formal decision to establish the factory. But in a statement released subsequently, Brown said an informal undertaking had been given to an Italian handgun manufacturer to set up the factory in the Special Economic Zone. He said that happened while he was off the island, and when he found out about it, he had reservations. And given public sentiments, which he said were in keeping with his, Brown said he directed the Attorney General to cease any further negotiations on the proposed investment. In Trinidad and Tobago now, a legal challenge has been filed against government's decision to reintroduce property tax. The Ministry of Finance has been given 7 days to respond to a pre-action protocol letter which alleges that government is acting outside of the provisions in the law. We get more from Kamal Georges of CNC3 News.
Former Attorney General Anand Logan has filed a claim for judicial review challenging the decision to issue valuation return forms. According to the pre-action protocol letter, the move is unauthorized, illegal, and contrary to law. Ram Logan, who is representing two claimants, says it is the feeling that the public has been ambushed by the government, and the haste with which it has moved to implement the property tax is a flagrant disregard of their constitutional rights. According to the legal claim, the finance minister intends to collect the taxes based on the Property Tax Act of 2009, which gave a deadline of April 1st, 2010. With that deadline expired, he says the issuance of the form is invalid, illegal, null and void, since it is based on the Valuation of Land Act. According to Ram Logan, the minister cannot simply bypass Parliament and impose a new deadline without amending Section 6, and he believes this is a serious violation of the most basic principles of constitutional law. He says it is reflective of an arrogant dictatorship. In this case, he is seeking a declaration by the court that the proposed claimant is under no obligation to submit the form and the list of supporting documents, and that the state cannot prosecute anyone who fails to submit them. According to him, government seems prepared to sacrifice the rule of law on the altar of political expediency. If government fails to respond in 7 days, he is threatening to institute high court proceedings.
Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
West Indies captain Jason Holder has sprung to the defense of Shannon Gabriel, whose late rush resulted in a series defeat to Pakistan on the final day of the decisive third test yesterday. With West Indies battling to save the match late in the evening, number 11 Gabriel survived just over half hour at the crease in a last wicket stand with century maker Ruston Chase to frustrate the Pakistanis now. But with just one ball left in the penultimate over of the day, Gabriel missed a swipe at leg spinner Yasir Shah and was bowled for 4 to hand the hosts a 100-run loss and a 2-1 defeat in the three-test series. Now, Holder said neither Gabriel's mistake nor the defeat should be allowed to overshadow Chase's magnificent effort. The victory for Pakistan saw them clinch their maiden series win in the Caribbean since the two teams first met 59 years ago. For West Indies, it was their second series loss to Pakistan in 7 months and their 6th straight series defeat overall. They have now lost 13 of their last 20 tests. And Bermudan world champion Flora Duffy bounced back from injury to take the women's honors in an ITU World Triathlon Series event in Japan on Saturday with a stunning performance. Now, the 29-year-old, who had been out of action since February because of a hip problem, picked up where she left off in the WTS at the end of 2016, where she captured the world title with victory in the grand final in Cozumel, Mexico, breaking a record in the process. That's Caribbean Intent. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.